Hashtag Pat, I don't want to overreact, but after yesterday, I have reason to believe Doug Pederson has it out for Wentz. Yeah, this was one I alluded to earlier. There's that one photo. Do we have that photo? We should probably try to find that photo. I think it was in the group text, maybe. I'm not 100% sure. Yep. Where Doug Pederson's side-eyeing Carson Wentz, and it was just a moment in time. Carson Wentz was talking to Doug Pederson while Doug Pederson was talking to Jalen Hurts. I assume Carson Wentz was potentially given maybe, his input or something like that. And there's a side eye from Doug Pederson. And it was intense to think about. That whole team played better football yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm wondering about Carson Wentz now. I'm really wondering about him. Because you had Fletcher Cox coming out and supporting him, Jason Kelsey coming out and support. There it is. There it is right
Smirking.
there. I mean, that photo is a wild one. Jalen Hurts just kind of hanging out. They're up 7-0 early. Nobody thought that was going to happen. Somehow they got up even more early, 17-0, I think, at one point. I mean, that game was nothing like we thought it was going to be with Jalen Hurts. That Saints defense is so goddamn good. I thought, and there was many people that thought that potentially Doug Pederson was throwing Jalen Hurts into the fire to show everybody, like, is this what you want? Is this what you want? And maybe he did. And then in the middle of the game, he was like, oh, this is what we want. This is what we want. Jalen Hurts, by the way, I'm not saying he immediately dropped in there and was fucking, Aaron Rodgers or anything like that. But he played great football, smart football, inspired football. And the rest of the team played really well. Jalen Hurts, a rookie in his first start there, gets a big dub against the fucking NFC favorites, New Orleans Saints. I mean, that is a huge game. That is a huge win. And now the Carson Wentz situation, Doug Pederson situation, is only going to continue to grow louder and louder as this year goes on if they don't make the playoffs. Okay, and Jalen wins a couple games here late. Then the question is going to be, what if Jalen was starting all season? They definitely would have won the NFC East, especially with how bad the NFC East was. If they could have picked up 2-3 games earlier in the season, they would have walked away with the NFC East home playoff game. We win that, then all of a sudden, who knows what's going to happen? So then this is only going to grow louder and louder, especially with the amount of money that Carson Wentz is owed. What's going to happen with Doug? I mean, that is a wild situation, and it only got even crazier with how damn good Jalen Hurts played yesterday.
I mean, they could win out. They have the Cardinals, the Cowboys, and Washington. It's not unthinkable.
Eagles, they're in the conversation to make the playoffs. If they end up not making the playoffs, if they started Jalen Hurts earlier, they're probably the NFC East champions in the playoffs. And we got to pay Carson, so now we got to trade him. Well, it's Doug Pederson. That whole thing this offseason is going to be magnificent to watch. That's going to be awesome to watch.
It's going to be awesome to watch, and whether you want to hear it or not, it seems like the most likely destination is the Colts if you're Carson Wentz.
Come on. There's a lot of other options out there, okay? Aaron Rodgers might be pushed out of town, okay? Matty Stafford might be pushed out of town. You know what I mean? Who knows what Jameis Winston's going to be doing? True. I mean, there's going to be a lot of options. Dak Prescott, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, let's not just automatically say, you know what, Colts, pick up this $60 million in Carson Wentz. The whole team played better. The whole team played better yesterday for the Philadelphia Eagles.
It's funny how that works, isn't it? Like when you no matter who the quarterback is, when you inject the backup, he comes in, especially it's a young guy. We haven't seen what he can really do in the NFL yet. A lot of people are aware of the success he had in college. So I guess the question is, can he continue to win games? Like he's a little bit different than their offense used to be. Obviously, he ran for over 100 yards, which is pretty impressive. I didn't expect that, but yeah, the consistency, like how he finishes the last 3 games, I guess that'll be very telling.
Lombardi said he didn't expect him to rush for over 100 yards either. I think the 167 passing yards is more surprising to me than the rushing yards. And I guess that's because he doesn't have lightning speed. Is that why everybody thought why did you think he wasn't going to be able to run?
I didn't think they were going to commit to run this much.
Oh, okay, got you.
I also figured that the Saints I figured that the defense was going to try to, like, that's what you're going to do. We're going to stop the run. Let's make this dude beat us. And it is the Saints. I know they played.
Well, by the way, that's what Lombardi was saying. He was like, that defense coordinator, nobody fucking told him, like, hey, stop the run here first. Because Jalen, there was a couple times where he got the edge, and there was just nobody even, there wasn't even a disruption of the edge potentially. What's that?
The Saints didn't give up a 100-yard rusher for 3 years, and then they gave up 2 yesterday.
Dennis Allen was like, they're going to air it out with Jalen. What? How the fuck does that happen? That is a wild. You know what? Jalen Hurts coming in, they're benching Carson. Fucking, it's going to be Texas Tech of old school.
Be careful.
This is going to be Mike Leach running the show over here with Jalen Hurts. What did they think was going to happen? I'm very intrigued because they had Jalen Hurts packages and it was him running. And
Did he